Welcome back to the Independent Investor Channel. I think we're providing our largest benefit to the subscriber community when we're providing what's possible in the stock market. In this video, I'm going to take you through and I'm going to provide you some transparency on what's in the Roth IRA account number 2. We're going to cover the holdings in there, see how they've performed, especially now and during the downturn. I think you guys are going to find some real value out of it and understand how I collectively invest within my household. That's really interesting. I roll these portfolio reviews out periodically so you can see what a real portfolio looks like. Hopefully provide some motivation to new investors and understanding what's possible. I've grown my net worth on a blue-collar salary, and I think for anybody that hears out what I say, starting from nothing and building up where I'm at now, should be motivated and understanding that they in fact can do it as well. So I'm going to drop you into the account now and we'll conduct the review. All right, guys, welcome back in. This is going to be a review of Roth IRA number 2 here. This is a new addition at the top here. This is in BBL. This is a materials sectors play. In the materials sector, it pays a really nice dividend of 8%, and it was a good addition to this portfolio to beef up some of the dividend income. In technology, we've got Cisco Systems. That's a cornerstone in this, an old tech that's nice, helps fill some of that sector exposure to technology, so Cisco Systems. Corteva is in the fertilizer business, again in the materials sector. Chevron here, ticker symbol CVX. Which kind of rounds out my big oil. I think that's the only big oil exposure that I have in this portfolio. Dow DuPont here and Dow in the chemicals space as well. So seeking out some exposure to some of those sectors that sometimes don't get a whole lot of love, but important nonetheless to have some exposure to those. When they do outperform, they do quite well, and it's nice, good dividend payers in all of these, so that helps establish some of that dividend prowess within this portfolio, so that's kind of cool. Honeywell moved that from the outside into this portfolio, so leveraging some of those good company opportunities that we had during the downturn. Honeywell is newly established within this. JP Morgan Chase, we took profits in the taxable and went ahead and solidified. This is the long position within the Roth IRA and JP Morgan Chase, which I think is probably, with Bank of America, the top buy right now in financials. Kraft Heinz Food here, that will continue to go up. I have no doubt that that's hit its mark and really entered into oversold conditions for a long time. 3M, another cornerstone in this. When I refer to a stock as a cornerstone, it's just one of those positions that I just have to have in the portfolio. It really helps to anchor and solidify the portfolio the way that I like it, and it's a company typically that I look at for a nice dividend reinvestment, a company that I'm invested in for multi years, maybe even for a lifetime. That's what I'm referring to when I say cornerstone in the portfolio. It's really those gems in the portfolio that I refer to and am ecstatic to own over the long term. Merck in healthcare here. Microsoft we took out of this portfolio. We took profits. We moved that to the outside in the taxable account. And Realty Income, ticker symbol O, we moved into the portfolio. So to establish some of that dividend growth within this and protect the dividends as they're paid. PepsiCo here to complement the other holding that we have in the other portfolio with Coke. Pepsi, one of my favorites here. Pfizer, we took profits in here. We moved that to the taxable account. So you guys can see here some of the strategic positioning that I'm trying to work in expanding these and get the most bang for my buck if I can by taking profits within the Roth, rolling them into new positions, and then establishing them on the outside long. That's just part of what I'm thinking there. Procter & Gamble, again, one of those companies that are just easy to buy and own forever. Visa here in technology.
One of my real favorites. I love this company in the payment space. It's really the only payment stock that I own outside of just a small position in PayPal. For those that cover my other aggressive growth portfolio, I've got a little dab of exposure there in the payment space, but Visa here. And then we'll jump to the bottom. Verizon, and telecom. So that kind of helps solidify that communication services sector exposure. Wells Fargo in financials with WFC, and then Walmart as well. Just another cornerstone that fits really well in this portfolio. I could really hold this in the taxable as well, because it is a slow grower in my opinion, and I'm not really sure how it's going to fare coming out of this pandemic as things start to get back to normal. This was a really nice play during all this downturn because it was the only place to go, quite frankly. And then the passive section of the portfolio not to be ignored, with the largest position, 100 share position in the S&P 500 here. This is just the slow growing, match the market type of stability in the portfolio that I like to have. This was really, really recessed, and it's come back nicely. As the markets come back, this will come back, and that's kind of the whole goal, is to have that nice position that's exposed to the market to get that matching. VEA is the developed markets. Basically, this is the international section in the portfolio, and then finally VBK, which has done really, really well for me. 25 shares there. The VBK is small cap a growth in the portfolio. So with that, guys, I will kick you back to YouTube. Hope you enjoyed this review of Roth IRA number 2, and we'll kick you back to conclude the video. Thank you so much.
All right, guys, welcome back out of the portfolio. Really hope you enjoyed combing through this portfolio. This is real money. These are real performers. If you enjoyed these videos, man, you want to help us subscribe to the channel. Leave the comments if you saw something in the portfolio review that maybe you didn't like, or something that maybe you had done different. The cool part about these videos is that you can understand how somebody like myself seeks out my exposure into the stock market. And remember that I am investing for 2 people, okay? This is one of 2 Roth IRA accounts. And it is extremely important to stress the fact that this is a tax-protected account. Every dollar that you see in there has the ability to be tax-protected until me and my spouse are 59 and a half, as well as wealth preserved from now until that time. Those 2 aspects of my channel are the very backbone of the channel, where we talk about tax protection, wealth preservation. Very, very important, and the bulk of my wealth is contained within these tax-protected and wealth-preserved accounts. Guys, thank you so much for tuning into the video, and good luck in your investment future.